Okay, this next idea is going to be combining left hand technique with tapping. So it's going to be doing a lick with the left hand and then throwing some taps in there. Technically, I suppose, when you're holding a pick, the question is, what do I do with that pick when I'm tapping? There's a couple of things that people do. First of all, some people like to put it in the middle finger of their right hand and then kind of switch between that and then use the first finger to tap on the guitar. My preferred technique for this is to just maintain grippage of the pick and then use my middle finger on my right hand. So I'm going to play this lick for you anyway, and you will see some taps pop up in the middle of it, and then afterwards we'll explain what's going on. I'm going to play it at 2 different speeds. I'll play it up to tempo first and then play it slow afterwards, and then hopefully you can sort of see what's going on. So here it is. Okay, this lick is going to start with a kind of triad arpeggio, if you like, but it's got a note before the root, I suppose. So you've got, and then you're going to go back on yourself with a hammer-on from nowhere, which basically means you're hammering onto the note without any aid of picking from the right hand or anything like that. So you're literally just hammering onto a string. It's actually, from the sounds of it, it sounds awful, but when you start getting these things up to speed, the horrible sounds seem to sort of dissipate. But playing this stuff sometimes is harder slower than it is up to speed. So anyway, moving on into kind of E minor arpeggio shape, we've got. So kind of moving through through pretty much 3 octaves of an arpeggio, but we're not starting off minor. It's kind of major, going into minor, and then minor again. So to finish it off with tapping, so the tap, all it is just an extension of the arpeggio when you finish. So it's part of the E minor arpeggio. And then when you come back down, you're just coming back down a standard E minor arpeggio, which looks like this. And then extending that by going to the 15th fret and then down to the 14th fret on the A string. So it goes into pentatonic after that. And it's using the same sort of technique as what we were using earlier on in the lick. So there's kind of that skip, kind of like skipping sort of sound, if you like. And this last part is going to be tapping again, but it's going to sound different to just sticking the odd tap with a lick. This time I'm going to be using it across the whole shape, but it's going to be octave tapping. The reason why it's octave is because there's 8 notes between the tap note and the note that I'm pulling off to. So, okay, so pulling off from the 24th fret to the 12th fret on the high E string, we're just coming down the pentatonic shape with the left hand and then just tapping the 24th fret, creating that octave sound.